Today on Newsbytes, Migrant's $451 billion bill, COP28 climate summit, and Hunter Biden testimony. Stick around for these bites and more, all on today's Newsbytes. Okay, real fast. Pope Francis canceled his upcoming trip to the COP28 climate summit on doctor's advice. He was set to become the first pope ever to attend the major UN climate talks. The 86-year-old recently had flu symptoms and inflammation of the respiratory tract. The leader of 1.3 billion Catholics stressed links between climate change and poverty. The first private jets will soon arrive at the COP28 climate summit, as a record 70,000 attendees are expected to descend on Dubai in the UAE, burning jet fuel for the greater good. All right, and here's the latest. A UN food agency will soon issue guidelines calling for Western nations, including the U.S., to reduce meat intake. The aim is to lower greenhouse gas emissions, as agriculture causes an estimated 1/3 of emissions. It will recommend climate adaptation for farmers and addressing food waste and fertilizers too, aka regulations on how you are able to farm. U.S. agriculture causes just 10% of total U.S. emissions and 1.4% globally. A congressman said regulating U.S. producers won't effectively cut global emissions, but instead drive business into the ground. The Earth's atmosphere is only 0.04% CO2, the rest is mainly nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, here's the story. Hunter Biden offered to testify publicly before the House Oversight Committee investigating his and his father's business dealings. This would be a dramatic showdown between Biden and the Republican-led committee. His lawyer said that he would answer any questions at a public hearing. The offer came after the committee already subpoenaed him for a closed-door deposition. The Republican chairman rejected the request for a public session, still demanding the private testimony though. It's uncertain if Biden will comply with the subpoena for a private deposition. The committee is also seeking testimony from Biden's uncle James and other family members. Okay, and a report estimates illegal immigration under Biden cost taxpayers up to $451 billion per year. That factors in medical care, housing, education, welfare benefits, and law enforcement costs for migrants. Between 16.8 to 29 million illegal immigrant foreign nationals reside in the U.S. currently by varying estimates. Over 600,000 illegal foreign national migrants entered in fiscal year 22, plus 900,000 who crossed legally then were released. Hospital visits are a major expense, with border hospitals overrun treating sick migrants. Education costs are pegged at $59 billion for migrants with limited English. State law enforcement costs for immigration matters has jumped from $10.5 to $19 billion, and the opioid crisis cost $1.5 trillion in 2020 alone, fueled heavily by Mexican Chinese fentanyl. Those are today's bites, which are on our website at Disclose.tv. Subscribe and leave those comments below.